May the peace, mercy, and blessings of God be upon you. Welcome to your channel, Al Hikayah. It is a channel specialized in stories that aim to comply with Islamic values and qualities. Let us follow our story today.
Welcome to The Explainer. Have you ever wondered what it takes to really hold on to your faith when it feels like the whole world is against you? Well, today we're diving into a really powerful parable about exactly that: resilience, betrayal, and in the end, the ultimate triumph of justice. So this is the story of a woman whose entire world was just shattered by this whole cascade of betrayals. And it all started with just a single fateful decision.
Okay, so let's set the scene here. Our story kicks off with a woman who's in a seemingly secure, happy marriage, but her life is about to take a sharp turn because her husband has to go away on business.
Now he entrusts her to the one person he thought was the absolute safest choice, his own brother. But in doing that, he completely overlooked a really chilling, ancient warning.
The in-law is death? It's some serious foreshadowing. And look, it's not a literal threat, but it's a stark warning about the kinds of hidden dangers that can lurk right there, inside the family circle.
And yup, just as the warning predicted, that trust is completely shattered. He propositions her, and when she powerfully rejects him, his wounded pride it curdles into this venomous lie. She absolutely stands her ground. She chooses her faith over giving in, even when he threatens to publicly shame her. So what does he do? He completely flips the script and accuses her of the very sin he tried to commit, all just to save his own skin.
And just like that, her entire world just crumbles, all because of a lie. Her husband, he doesn't even ask for her side of the story. He just casts her out, leaving her with absolutely nothing.
So now she's an outcast, completely alone, and she has to start a new chapter. She's looking for sanctuary, a chance to rebuild. But instead, she finds herself facing an even deadlier trial.
And for just a second, it really seems like she's found it. A devout ascetic offers her a job caring for his young son. It's a simple, honest life, a real glimmer of hope.
But history repeats itself, and this time in the most brutal way imaginable. When she rejects the servant's advances, his spite turns deadly. He actually murders the ascetic's child and immediately blames her.
In his grief, the ascetic, he could have demanded her life. But in this incredible act of mercy, he spares her. He gives her a small payment, just 2 dinars, and sends her away. An outcast, all over again. You would think, right, that things couldn't possibly get any worse. But her journey now takes her to a city where her own compassion is met with pure, calculated evil. This moment right here reveals the absolute core of her character. Even after losing everything, her very first instinct is to use her last 2 coins to save a complete stranger. So the man, he seems overwhelmingly grateful, right? He offers her a partnership, a new business venture, a way to finally escape her past. And she, ever hopeful, agrees. She sees a real chance for a better future. But once they're on the ship, the true nature of his gratitude is revealed. The man whose freedom she literally just bought with her last 2 coins, he sells her into slavery to the captain, takes the money, and just vanishes. It is the ultimate act of treachery. As the crew moves in to assault her, what can only be described as divine intervention strikes. A sudden, violent storm just appears out of nowhere and sinks the ship, taking everyone on board with it. Clinging to a wooden plank, she is the sole survivor. And here, adrift at sea, this is the story's great turning point. She's rescued and brought before the city's ruler. And as she recounts this unbelievable series of trials she's endured, he is just captivated by her strength and her unwavering faith. Her wisdom quickly becomes legendary. The ruler marries her, and she becomes his most trusted advisor. So much so that when he dies, the city's elders don't even hesitate. They unanimously choose her to rule. She is completely transformed from a powerless victim into the ultimate arbiter of justice. Okay, so now she has the power. And what's her first act as the new ruler? She brings her entire past into the present for one final, public confrontation. Now you have to watch how she masterfully orchestrates this final act, because this isn't about personal revenge at all. It's about restoring balance and showing everyone the true meaning of justice. So how does she deliver this justice?
Well, as you can see, she doesn't just punish, she discerns. The brother-in-law is flogged for his lies. The servant is executed for murder. The man who sold her is imprisoned, but, and this is key, what about her ex-husband and the ascetic? They're declared innocent because they too were victims of deception.
Ultimately, this entire story is a testament to the power of faith. It's a reminder that even in the absolute darkest of times, integrity and goodness will, eventually, be recognized and rewarded.
And that's our explainer, a story about the huge difference between simple payback and true justice, and really a testament to the unbreakable strength of the human spirit.